Hello Androiders, welcome back. And in this part we are going to talk about the broadcast receiver. Broadcast receiver are basically the components of Android which are responsible for handling the certain events like airplane mode, on battery low, wallpaper change and many other events in Android. So let me demonstrate by showing the example in Android Studio. So hit start a new Android Studio project and let me name this as broadcast receiver 1. Hit next, choose empty activity and hit finish. And the first thing that we need to do is that we need to create the broadcast receiver. So just go hit right in the package and click new and create the Java class. So let us name it as our broadcast receiver and hit OK. So it is going to extend the broadcast receiver and we need to override its method, and in our case it is on receive method. So let us have a toast here. Toast, make toast. So it is going to be context. We are at the airplane mode. Don't be afraid, guys. Okay, so its toast should be short and we need to show it. The another thing that we need to do is that we need to register our broadcast receiver in our manifest file. So we need to register this as the receiver and then our broadcast receiver, and we need to have the intent filter inside here. So inside this intent filter we need to mention the action that it handles, its Android name, and we are going to for the airplane mode, right? So it is Android and here is our action. So that's it, this is what we need to do. And okay, let me hit run, choose my emulator and hit run, and here is our awesome app. So let me close this and change my emulator to airplane mode. So hit OK. So let's see, you are at the airplane mode, don't be afraid. Okay, so I hope you got the concept of how broadcast receiver works. So let's try to see the another example. So just go change this to the wallpaper changed, and also change the toast here. A new wallpaper is assigned. Okay, yes, assigned. So hit run, and we have our app here. So let me close this once again and let me change my wallpaper. So wallpaper, and I want to change my wallpaper as this. So as soon as I set wallpaper, that toast should come up saying a new wallpaper is assigned, right? So hit set and it's loading. Our new wallpaper is assigned. Okay, so this is how we do. And we can also register our broadcast receiver dynamically in the Java code instead of Android manifest.xml file. So let's go to the Android manifest file and remove this code and come up the activity underscore min XML and drag a button which is going to say send broadcast. Okay, and its button ID is button obviously. So go to the main activity.java class and create the button as button and link this button to the XML file. Find view.id.id.button, and again the basic thing, just typecast it and have our set on click listener on this button sets this and implement the on-click listener interface and override its method. So have our switch case v.get id, in the case r.id.button, and have our break statement here. So let me free up some space, and we need to have the intent filter here. Intent filter, it is going to be intent filter, new intent filter, and the action is Android dot intent dot action and dot wallpaper changed. Wallpaper, sorry, it's wallpaper changed. And then we need to have the intent, and then we need to create the instance of our broadcast receiver here, our broadcast receiver. So this is going to be our broadcast receiver, new our broadcast receiver, and we need to register the receiver as it needs the broadcast receiver. So it, in our case, is our broadcast receiver and the intent filter. So this is what we need to do. So let me hit run, and here is our app once again. So let me hit send broadcast, and it is going to send the broadcast, or it is going to register our class as a broadcast whenever the wallpaper is changed. So let me go to the back and change the wallpaper. I want to change my wallpaper as this. So as soon as I click start, it's to show that toast. So it is loading, and there you go, a new wallpaper is assigned. So now let me open my app once again and show you something here. Broadcast receiver. Alright, so this is our application. Now I want to close this broadcast receiver. So this, and now our app is no longer running in the background. So now I want to change the wallpaper once again. Wallpaper, and let it be this set wallpaper. And now we are not seeing any kind of toast here. So what this means is that whenever we start our broadcast from an activity, as soon as that activity dies, the register that we have done dynamically will also going to be erased, and we don't have any effect of it. So this is the reason why we are not getting the toast in here whenever we close our application. So I hope you got the basic concept of how these broadcast receiver works, and in the next part we are going to create our custom broadcast receiver. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part.